My name is David Harlow, and this is the group leading report for Liberty University HSCO 511. Well, like I said, my name is David Harlow. Uh, we had our group meeting for the project here at the local town hall. I had it last week, which should have been, I believe, my birthday was right around. It was on the 26th of July, and the location was at a local clubhouse here in actually in a part of in my home community. People kind of get together. The number of participants, we had about 6, and I had no relationship with any of them. They were regularly a part of it, and there was a co-leader present. There was two co-leaders and then myself, which is how it usually was. The purpose of this group was also just kind of go back and look at broaden the community, just to be able to talk to everybody, whether it comes to political or what needs to get done within my hometown and community, just to come together, just to make sure that everybody's ideas are put forth for the local representatives here in my hometown, whether it has to do with traffic lights, better improving of infrastructure, anything like that. So overall, just kind of like a knit group that kind of has of elected officials, volunteers, tradesmen, farmers, just group people that come together in order to try to just better off my extremely small town community. Overall, my experience there was great. I mean, like I said, I wasn't really expecting to get brought in as much as they did. I mean, I didn't lead the group, but they allowed me to really kind of sit back and listen to how they meet and what are some agenda items, how they find their agenda items, whether it's from people who volunteer their time and come in, because they also have open and closed group meetings. They also post on the Facebook page, which is Lake Monticello Owners Association page, and then that group brings them involved but they are no affiliated with them. They just use some of the ideas to talk about. For example, like if we have a bad intersection where, like, if they need to get some advocacy done for better traffic lights or anything like that. So that's where they got their ideas from. Like I said, they were really receptive to me coming up. Just they knew that with my education, and I also knew that my background was trying to get out and be a little bit more active in my community. So overall, it was a great experience with them. From the group dynamics from the beginning, they were very attentive. They gave a lot of good body language. They took notes. They listened. I took notes. I listened. We all came together. They responded to my content about what I felt was good, and what I also felt needed to get improvement. Which is the only major thing that I talked to them with for improvement. And they reiterated it first, and I just gave my professional opinion. Was just making sure that there's a systematic way that their meetings are run, to keep them as professional and as organized as possible without turning into just hanging out with your buddies kind of thing. But overall, I mean, I was very impressed with everything that was done. All the members were engaged from all the different techniques, whether I called them individually one-on-one or just had went down throughout the whole group and talked to how each people thought about me and what they thought about the topics. So, I mean, and the process was great as well. I mean, it was very systematic, like I've stated, all the way down. I had great interactions with everybody. So, overall, like I said, I projected myself out with the best that I could, let them know that I was serious. I wanted to be a part of their group. The reflection and performance that I thought I did enough to cover enough to show them that I truly cared and understood about their meetings and how serious this group was. They also reiterated towards me at the end that I did a really good job. That they would kind of like to see more people with my age, not necessarily just educational level, but just younger people in general, getting out and being in these closed door meetings and these open door meetings, and getting away from behind the keyboards and getting out and trying to make an impact within their community. But one of the big challenges that I immediately struggled with was, with my education, everything that I have now. I understand, textbook criteria, but kind of like I'm doing now, I need to make sure that I focus more on eye attention, having my own positive body language. I worked really hard while at the meeting, but over time you can just kind of tell that you kind of get a little lazy with that, making sure that I slowed my speech down to where, I wasn't, sounding like an auctioneer. Have nice, concise thoughts in order to make sure that everybody understood that I truly meant what I say, and that I know that I can speak to them in the way that I need to. I feel I feel like overall I would have handled that a little bit differently. I practiced working on good body language and getting rid of some jittery habits, but I want to make sure that I work on it maybe a little bit more next time to when I go, because I'm actually still going to meet with them as well. Again, because I just had a really good time with it, and it's going to allow me to kind of get my name up there a little bit more, and to also just show that this is what I truly want to do, and that I want to be around my local community. Since, like I said, this is my hometown, this is where I grew up. Um, Overall, like I said, I mean, it was great. I mean, I really honestly wasn't expecting to get much out of the assignment. Just hanging around, just getting in my community, but it kind of forced me to get out and be a part of something that I always practice, what I preach, to be there and to hit the ground running and everything like that. And what I can use is I can kind of do like I'm doing now, work on body language, take my education for counseling that I'm getting here from Liberty University, go out, talk to people, and be overall prepared to where once I graduate and when I finish up with my ultimate educational goals, that I can kind of be out there, more just, areas that I think I need to enhance on was just continuing always brushing up on what needs to happen, and just making sure that I'm as well rounded as I can be for the community that I'm going to be serving. Overall, like I said, I really enjoy what I did, and I thank them all. I appreciate everybody being a part of it, and I said I hope I didn't mess nothing up too bad for this, but I thank everybody for watching, and like I said, you will definitely see me out more in my local community often. Thank you.